It's two dudes making noise, talking about pro wrestling on the podcast. Big up boys, big loony guys. We be throwing down the rhymes, kicking it live, representing the Lone Star State every damn time.
Whoa, what's up, everybody? How's everyone doing tonight? Welcome to the Ring Rundown, round number 19.
What? We're at that dub 9 already?
Yep, 1919. And we're totally not recording this on the same night that we would just record the last episode. No, we would never.
No, not at all. That's pure speculation that we're doing that.
We would never do anything like that. That's just stupidness. But. So, what's been up, man? I see you out there getting ready for that cruise still?
Yeah. Did a little bit of shopping the other day. Got a few shirts, got some new jeans and everything like that. I am happy to say that I've been able to
Did you get a spear gun? You go get you a spear gun. That's what you need.
No, I'm good there. All right, I'll be all right.
You never know, man. A shark with these. No, spear gun, man. If a shark comes out there, you never know, man. Jaws might be out there. You're gonna wish you had that spear gun.
I'll be straight. All right. But anyways, what I was trying to say before I was so rudely interrupted is that today,
I'm just looking out for you.
I was able to fit into old pairs of shorts that I haven't worn in 2 years, son.
That was my next question, how the weight loss journey's going.
It's still going good, man. Over TNA weekend, gained a little bit, just because
it's
like doing as much walking. But hey, I only gained just over 2 pounds, all right?
Man, you could take a poo-poo and lose that in no time.
Well, so the following week, when I just weighed myself, I lost 1.1 pound. All right. So had I just lost another half a pound, I would have been back to where I was 2 weeks ago. Okay. So that just shows how quickly I'm able to drop that weight off that I gained. All right. So
hey, you ain't got to convince me. I ain't saying that. I'm proud of you. I'm just saying all that is a good poo-poo, and you're good. That's a good doo-doo.
So these shorts, like I said, I haven't been able to fit into for about 2 years, man. I was finally able to squeeze my fat ass back into them, man. You know what I'm saying? So
well, there you go, man. That's the best feeling in the world.
It was a good feeling being able to squeeze back into those size 50s from a 54. All right.
Good job, bro. Keep rolling it, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Making progress, bro.
All right, man. What do we got first on the docket tonight here on round 19 of the Ring Rundown?
R.I.P. Rampage for a new show, Shockwave.
Yeah. So apparently, while Tony Khan and AEW have been trying to work out this new media rights deal with Warner Brothers Discovery, apparently Tony Khan has also been in talks with Fox Sports 1 to potentially air a brand new wrestling show called AEW Shockwave. If this is correct, we may be unfortunately seeing the end of Friday Night Rampage that usually start right after SmackDown ended. So this is something that happened just to come across just various social media sites via Twitter and stuff like that. I believe Bleacher Report reported on it, Fightful Select reported on it as well. Apparently AEW is trying to make some moves, so they're going to be on TNT, TBS, as well as Fox now. So
I did hear that Fox really wants to keep some type of wrestling product on their networks because it's so easy to sell advertising doing professional wrestling.
So
them losing SmackDown, that's probably why they're trying to scramble and find another wrestling show to put on their network. So,
So this is going to be something interesting to see. I mean, hopefully Shockwave could bring in brand new viewership as well as retain us AEW faithful. It seems like out of the two of us, I've been really the only AEW faithful, man. So
you'll be fine. I'll get back into it, man. There's just so much stuff to watch on TV right now. It's kind of rough.
There it is. There's lots of other programming that we still need to get through or even start. I mean, we haven't started the new season of Cobra Kai. Just other movies and stuff like that. Haven't started the McMahon series, docu-series on Netflix.
Good stuff.
God, there's just so much stuff out there. I mean, I haven't even started the Agatha All Along on Disney Plus.
I didn't even know that was out yet.
The sequel to WandaVision, which I believe was like Disney Plus's top rated Marvel TV shows aside from Loki.
It's hard for me to balance, like when I get off work, video games or should I watch TV? It's hard for me to balance that, because I'm an avid gamer. I game more than I watch TV, but I mean, I love wrestling, but it's just, it's hard. A lot of my wrestling I watch on X, clips on X. I'll put on, and it's like while I'm working, I'll put on Raw or I'll put on AEW or something like that, and I don't see everything because I'm working at the time. That's probably the best time for me to watch wrestling. But, it's hard. There's so much program. There's so many. All these apps and everything. There's so much stuff to watch these days that it's insane.
That's like, you got...
all at your fingertips.
You've got certain shows that you want to watch on one app, and then that app that doesn't have the other shows, then you got to go get the other one, and it just gets to be a lot. They just need just like one app for all the others, just like a...
I know, by the time you subscribe to everything, it's a cable bill like it used to be.
Pretty much. But I mean, with all the apps, you should name like a Peacock, Paramount, Hulu, Disney Plus, like just come up with some sort of weird acronym for all them streaming apps, so...
Yeah, it's crazy. I remember back in the day, it was if you wanted to watch movies, it was Netflix. If you wanted to watch series, it was Hulu, and that was it. That was the good old days, and that's just how it was. But now it's like I remember DC had a streaming app. They had no business with a streaming app. Who else that had? If it wasn't for WWE, Peacock would not need to be a streaming app. To be honest, if it wasn't for WWE, because I mean that's the bulk. I mean they do have some good stuff on there, but not as much as like say HBO Max does or whatnot. So
yeah,
but back to the topic at hand.
Go ahead. So yeah, anybody watching is watching, comment, let us know. What would you think? Would you like to see Rampage go bye-bye? Are you excited for this new AEW Shockwave?
I don't get why not just move Rampage over to Fox Sports 1. Why change everything? I guess because it'll have a new feel or something. I don't know.
Possibly, I don't know. But I know Rampage hasn't been doing all that well in the ratings, so...
guess it's feel like a redo, I guess. A rename, redo, new feeling.
Something. A revamp.
So hopefully it works out for him. Like I said, I hope, I want all the success for AEW.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Speaking of bad news for AEW, looks like the Lucha Bros are gonna make that jump to the WWE.
Yeah, so this was coming out of PW Nexus. PWN reports that Ray Fenix and
Penta Metal.
Yes. That guy. My brain is just Penta. There we go. That was his name. My brain. I'm just
formerly Pentagon Jr.
Huh?
Formerly Pentagon Jr. Now Penta El Zero Medio.
Yes. They are WWE main roster bound. However,
main roster.
It appears that Ray Fenix is having roughly up to a year of injury time added to his AEW contract.
Oh, so once I saw this, I thought that was null and void at this point. So that's still at play, in other words.
So Tony's decided to go ahead and actually be the boss that everybody complains that he isn't, instead of being everybody's friend. He's deciding to do the boss thing and add on the injury time to Ray Fenix's contract. So, and I believe it is upwards of a year.
Can't really blame him for it, because I mean he paid him for that year, so he might as well get that year out of him.
he has every right to do so. But like I said, to all these Fed fans who who are angry at Tony Khan for being a friend instead of a boss, are still pissing and moaning that he's being a boss and not letting Fenix go without the injury time.
I mean, if you feel it's already right, because he had to pay him for that year he was out injured, so he might as well get his year back and get that use. You know what I'm saying? So I don't blame him. He paid him already for that year, so he might as well get his money returned, like get his return for his money. So
Yeah, but
I would hate.
It shows the hypocrisy or the double standard of these Fed fans who piss and moan about Tony Khan, like I said, not being a boss, being a wrestler's friend. And when he goes and does boss things, then they're still pissed off at him and saying, why are you being like this? Why are you being like Vince? Just let him out of his contract. It's like damned if you do, damned if you don't,
Yeah.
So either, again, have the same standard for everybody across the board, or just suck it up and deal with it, Buttercup. Shit.
When I saw that they were signed or they were bound, I thought when I saw it pop up again, I thought, oh, I was like, I guess he decided not to, but I didn't realize that was still at play. But I mean, I'd hate to be Ray Phoenix stuck there for another year though, because it's not gonna be a good year for him, especially if he knows that he's gonna jump ship. It's probably gonna be some curtain jerking for Ray Phoenix, and I hate to see that happen to the guy. Maybe Tony Khan's different, but dang well if it was he who shall not be named, he'd be buried right now.
Oh yeah, definitely. He would. Yep, he would be at the bottom of the barrel. And I mean, when Tony found out that Jade was jumping ship to Team Universe,
we didn't hear nothing else from her.
We
didn't hear nothing else from her. Really, she dropped the belt, and that was it.
Yeah, she dropped the belt, got a rematch, and that was her giving her flowers to Chris Statlander for the TBS title, and she was out.
So
wouldn't be surprised if Tony kind of does the same thing for Ray Phoenix. He's like, look, like, you were out on injury for this long.
I mean, if you got to think about it, like, the dude has a year left on his contract and he knows he's going to jump ship. What's the point of pushing him? You have that mode of thinking behind it, and that's understandable. Why should I push this guy? He's just going to be gone in a year. Why should I build him up? Why should I do anything with him when he's just going to leave?
I mean, I get what you're saying there, but then, if you're trying to, differentiate between WWE and AEW, you're hoping that Tony will still, give him a push and just not have Ray Phoenix just be just someone to just constantly put everybody else over and just not be given wins or anything like that. So I mean, that's all we could really hope for, is the fact that Tony will still treat him as the wrestling superstar that he is. So
I'll be honest, I don't know if I would. Not out of Vindic, but it's like, he damn sure wouldn't be a main eventer. I'd probably leave him in a mid card. Let him, get some, still keep him strong, But he wouldn't hold a belt. He wouldn't. I'll be honest. Like, you're leaving in a year. Why should I? Unless you're trying to coax him into staying. That could be a possibility. Hey, bruh, if you stay with us, look all you got going on.
Right. I don't know. Like I said, it's just we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens.
Time will tell. All right, moving on to another probably professional wrestler that wants to jump ship from AEW. Miro has requested his release from AEW.
Now, what's funny is he signed a contract extension until 2026.
Damn. Oh, that's another chance for him to become a boss. Like, no. Apparently, I'm hearing the dude's living back in Bulgaria. He ain't even in the United States anymore.
I don't know. Yeah, not a lot of information has been released in regards to Miro being granted what he's up to, everything. Just all we know is he requested his release. I mean, I understand, but also at the same time, I've heard rumors circling out in the Twitterverse that Miro wasn't really one to want to work with creative, and just kind of just shot everything down.
I don't know, but I know one thing. That best man idea that he came in with, that was god awful.
That was pretty horrible.
Best man. Then he tried to spin off, I'm the best man. I'm not just the best man, but the best man. I'm like, dude, that's corny as shit, bro.
I mean, he was cooking. It seemed like he was
cooking for with that God, Warrior of God.
With that Redeemer thing.
Yeah, the like Warrior of God, Redeemer, some stuff. That was pretty awesome. It was. I felt like that was what he should have been for a while there at the WWE, but that fizzled out. I think he got injured or something, and then they bring CJ Perry in, and then I don't know. Now she's gone apparently, and they're not even together anymore, which that still hurts my heart. But I mean, what do you think? What do you think he does? He did TNA maybe? Do you think Hunter will welcome him back? Or I know that's probably his goal, but
probably. I mean, seems like we've seen a lot of wrestlers who have been wanting to come back to what was once greener pastures for them.
But the problem is with that, bro. They need to watch at the WWE because you don't want to see a bloated roster, and it's already kind of getting there. So, I mean, AEW had the same problems. So, I mean, you got, hey, I could see him doing good in TNA,
I can see him doing good in TNA, but
maybe crossing over from time to time.
And I believe what you mentioned about the bloated roster, I believe we have that coming up on a topic for our next episode we're going to be doing in a few days. So that'll definitely be a nice little discussion.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. Do you think he's going to get his release, or
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
If he signed an extension, and was paid, then sorry, bro. I mean, you want to go on Ring of Honor and do some matches? I mean, I'm just being honest here. Like, I don't
put
know.
him in a matchup. Start bringing out some of these bigger men. Apparently, Hobbs was seen standing backstage in the curtain, just like
get some meat slapping going, baby.
Exactly, man. Just
Murder Hawk, get him out there, maybe. We ain't really heard nothing from them. Let's see some big guys doing some stuff. Get Miro all up in the mix there. Wardlow, I hear he's out with a leg injury.
But knee injury as well.
But I hear he's not too far from coming back. So far out from coming back. So that would be a good match between those two guys. So there's stuff to do with him. I mean, the guy knows how to get over. We've seen Miro get over. So I don't think he'll have trouble with that, really. Just,
Not at all. So I believe we are getting ready towards our last topic, because speaking of former wrestlers who would like to make a return,
Alberto Del Rio.
Yeah, he was doing an interview via Sportskeeda, that he would like to make his return to the WWE and would actually like to retire there through WWE. So this man himself has a lot of baggage underneath his belt as well, too.
Yeah, he had the whole thing with Paige, or Saraya, I should say. But I hear that last thing that happened, I heard that was just not true. I mean, I don't know how untrue that is, but I heard the last thing with that domestic violence, I heard it was bogus. That's what I've heard from multiple sources. So, I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong. We don't know. But, I mean, he didn't charge with anything, so... But still, that's not a good look anyway. But, I mean, the dude's been given chance twice now, I think. 2 chances. Came back for a little while. Maybe he was there for maybe a 1 more year. So, I don't know. I personally don't think they're going to welcome him back, in my opinion. It's just what I'm saying. And I hear he's also very hard to work with. I hear he's very unreliable. I don't know if that's the case anymore, but I have heard some people like, I want to say maybe Conan, if correct me, I may be wrong, saying how he could be hard, unreliable at some points.
I could see that being out of him. I mean, so when they were first hyping him up with the whole, millionaire ordeal and everything like that.
The Mexican aristocrat.
Yeah, there you go. The Mexican aristocrat.
I thought that stuff was great, personally.
And stuff like that. To me, it just kind of turned me off of him as the gimmick and everything like that. The dude was talented in the ring, don't get me wrong, but other than that, there was just something about him I just really wasn't connected with.
Last thing I saw that he did, he got beat up by Tito Ortiz. I did see that in his try to have a return to MMA. That didn't go too well. But he's just been doing random stuff out there in Mexico. So I don't know. I don't see it for him. I'll be honest. If they're gonna bring him back, they need to bring back his announcer. I think that would be great.
Armando Estrada.
Armando Estrada. Yeah, okay. That would be great. No, Armando Estrada was the
no.
Yeah.
That was Umaga. Ricardo
Rodriguez.
Yeah, that's who it was.
Yeah, I think that would be cool to bring him back.
Sorry, I told you I'm on brain fry right now. It's been a long day.
I can imagine. But do you see him possibly coming back to WWE?
No.
Nah, I don't see it either. But hey, good luck to him. I mean, I don't know. You never know. We saw CM Punk come back, but then again, we didn't have all that stuff out there about CM Punk, so
no. And Brock Lesnar, and there's even a possibility that they may be bringing Brock Lesnar back too. So
every freaking pay-per-view, my little nephews, Brock Lesnar's coming back on this pay-per-view. I'm like, dude, no. And he never comes back.
Not anytime soon, but
I don't think it
will happen.
Probably eventually, but I don't see him being too much in a hurry, because I can promise you he doesn't care that much that he's not on TV.
No, he's let him live up in Montana or Canada with Sable and just let them live out their life,
Yeah, he can go kill some deers and make some deer meat and all that. Do that. But, well, that's all we have for you guys tonight.
Again, we just wanted to send out our appreciation and thanks for everybody who's watching, who's listening, who's subscribed, listening to just two wrestling smart marks, just bullshit about wrestling. Occasionally have a guest on to pick their brain about their love of wrestling and if they incorporate it to anything that they do. So, yeah, so we actually have our topic of discussion for our next episode, and that is going to be the very, very bad spray tans that you see on some of your favorite wrestlers.
Yeah, the orange people. It's not brown, it's orange. But yeah, so that sounds like a very interesting topic that we'll get into on our next episode. But
yes,
like, comment, subscribe, people.
Yes.
Good night, everybody. For SP, I am Dropkick Zombie. Later, people.
We two loony guys catching eyes with our hype, talking pro wrestling, making all the fans unite. In the ring we swing like a rhyme-making machine with moves so mean, leaving opponents in a dream. You're rocking the mic, forward tight like a rat, them no cliche bull with the kings of the